everybody. What a great game. It was. I can't hardly think of another game that we played in this stadium where we played as well as a team, offense, defense, special teams. I think everybody kind of fed off each other. Thought Murray played one of his better games. I thought Mike Bobo called a tremendous game. I loved Quintavious Harrow's hit on that kickoff coverage. That might have been the most impressive play of the game for me. I just love to see our special teams play well, and when a guy just flies down there and makes that kind of hit, it just ignites. It ignited our sideline. I can tell you, we already had some energy, but he boosted it with that big hit. Defensively, what can you say? They did get the first drive and score a touchdown, but just didn't get a whole lot after that. We ran the ball well. We ran the ball well when I think everybody in the stadium knew we were going to run the ball, which is nice to be able to knock out first downs at a time like that. I thought the guys ran hard. I really think Will Friend has done a really super job with our offensive line. I mean, we've gotten better and better every week. He's kind of just brought those guys together and has done a great job. And it took more than just linemen to block. It took tight ends and fullbacks, of course, but we got the job done up front. We pass protected well. Murray made some really good decisions whether to run or whether to throw it. He placed the ball better than I've seen him place the ball on a lot of the deep balls. As you saw him throw, back shoulder a few times, and of course the receivers had to make the plays. But we've had a lot of situations, I think, where we've not given a guy an opportunity to catch a ball, and Murray gave them all an opportunity, and they made most of them. Kickers kicked extremely well. Both of them did. I think I'm pleased with what they're doing. I just can't really hardly think of a thing tonight that I wasn't happy with. I know, penalties, we had too many of those. Of course, we had the one penalty of exuberance. We just had too many guys come off the sideline after Rambo's pick for interception for a touchdown. And the ironic thing of it is the touchdown prior, we had a couple guys go off the sideline and who weren't playing and weren't going to be on the extra point team, and the official warned me, said, look, you guys can't go down there and come off the bench and celebrate, especially without their helmet. And one guy ran down there without his helmet. I won't say who it was, but so anyway, we're trying to get the word to everybody not to do that, and then right in the middle trying to get everybody the word. I wish I had a megaphone to get the word out, but before we even got to everybody, that's when Rambo got the pick and took it in there, and then the whole bench just about cleared and went in there. So at least we got our money's worth on that penalty. The guys covered that kick, and they didn't score after that. So that was big. That was big because it could have changed the momentum of the game when you have to kick from the 15-yard line. So I really just proud of them, thankful. I don't even know what to say. It's a great night.
Are you at the point now, Coach, where this team is almost surprising you a little bit? I mean, you've talked about how y'all stayed the course and you felt confident in this team, but it seems like they're exponential.
Well, I don't know if they're surprising me so much. I do feel like this team is a very talented team. I think it's a team that if we could put it all together and continue to improve, I thought we could be, maybe not have a game quite like this, but I feel like we're getting closer to what I've had a vision, for this team, I guess you could say, because when you're talking about potential early in the year, it means you haven't done it yet. So, and then there were times where the offense did good, defense did good, but not everybody together has played this well, and it's just good for our guys to see it and feel it. And be able to strive for it again in the future.
Could you talk about playing more conservative in the second half and not running it up when clearly you could have?
Well, the goal's not to run up any scores. The goal is to win the game. The goal is to take as much time off the clock. We began to use as much clock as possible. I mean, I'm sitting up there doing the math, you know, how many scores would it take for them to come back and win it? And when you can move the ball and get some first downs and grind clock, you know, there's a lot less chance of them coming back and winning. And if you try to get, you know, too aggressive or say, well, let's keep scoring, or whatever however you want to say it, you can throw picks, you can have fun. One time Murray did, I think it was right before the half, we dropped back, tried to get some more with a few seconds, and the ball was fumbled. I mean, if that was scooped up and scored, it looked pretty dumb to try to go put more points on the board. So I was mostly concerned about securing the victory.
Coach, you put this game up there, maybe say the David Green game against LSU here that year, and then Hawaii in the Sugar Bowl, maybe it's a complete game from domination.
It was definitely, I would have to say, it would have been in the top, you know, maybe 5 or so games, especially in this stadium since I've been here. One of those types of games, one of those types of victories.
Coach, talk about Carlton Thomas and his emergence and the dual threat he gives you in the backfield with Isaiah.
Well, you know what, Carlton played great. He played great. He did not only ran the ball well, but he pass protected extremely well. That second touchdown of the game to Michael Bennett. You know, a lot of things had to happen to score that touchdown, but one of them was there was an outside linebacker blitz that was his responsibility, and he just went up there and he stoned the guy. He just stuck him. The guy didn't budge an inch from the contact, and Murray had plenty of protection in the pocket, but Murray also had to read coverage. They went to a one high safety in man coverage, and normally you get inside leverage when you blitz and play man coverage with the 5-man blitz. So Murray knew that was the place to go with that ball. That play was actually the play that the same play that we hit Marlon Brown for a couple of touchdowns at the Vanderbilt game. So, and you know, Marlon was on the other side of the field, but that day they played different coverage, and so the coverage dictated that it went over here, but or to the boundary where this coverage dictated that the ball went to the fly route. And then Michael, you know, he made a great kid. He's a tough kid, and a lot of the guys that are making plays for us are underclassmen. I mean, a lot of them are freshmen, and so I'm real proud of them. And we got veterans making plays too, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to see young guys come in here and make plays for you like that.
Coach, on that back shoulder throw, some of the long throws he was able to make, was that something that you had seen on film and you guys
Well,
worked
no,
on?
it's just anytime we go deep, and we like to go deep, and we must like to go deep more than most people, because I know every team we play, you hear their coordinators and their players talking about George is going to throw it deep, but you know, if you throw a deep ball or a takeoff and the defender is on top of you, basically, if you've not run by him or it's not at least even, then the goal is to throw it short. And but the receiver, there's an art to it. The receiver has to keep running hard, and then he's got to be, you know, able to see it and hit the brakes and make the play. And the quarterback's got to put it in a good spot. And Murray, I thought by far did his best job of giving everybody an opportunity to go make a play. He put the ball in play. These guys made the play. And some of the throws were so good, they couldn't help but catch it really.
Coach, on that first drive, Auburn looked very creative. They were moving the ball quickly. What did you see to be able to make adjustments to be able to slow those guys down the rest of the game?
Well, I think what happens with teams that go really fast, one of the things they like to do is they like to script, you know, their first 10 plays, 15 plays, whatever it is, and they can run them at a very rapid pace, and they'll have some of their razzle-dazzle in there, something that the curve balls, you know, that they've been working on that you hadn't seen all year, and they did a great job. I had a couple, you know, basically two trick plays on that touchdown drive, and they executed them very well. But you know, once the game settled down, you know, our guys just played good, solid defense.
Coach,